Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone.
Forget reality TV, just hand out some EBT cards and Section 8 vouchers and watch the drama unfold. Trump's new requirements have exposed just how wild the system has gotten, and the reactions are pure comedy gold. Strap in, because we've got everything from croissant meltdowns to Popeyes feasts on the taxpayer dime. Up first, meet the mom of 9, pregnant with triplets, who just got her EBT canceled after flexing her food haul online. Genius move. Next, we've got a croissant crisis. This woman says we're now forced to become bakers or starve.
Okay, you guys are not gonna believe this. So I went to the store, and according to them, as I went to go purchase these croissants off of the shelf, you can no longer purchase them with your EBT card because it's pre-baked. So anything pre-baked, sodas, granola, they want you to start baking from scratch. If you ain't baking from scratch, you ain't eating anymore. Because all these pre-made things that you could get, pre-made croissants, pre-made muffins, pre-made chicken, whatever, even if it's cold because you can't buy hot, you ain't eating if it's pre-made. So those TV dinners and all that, you ain't gonna be eating unless you getting some flour, sugar, milk, baking soda, and whipping it up together and rolling it out on a pan. So you best better be Betty Crocker coming around the corner and start learning some stuff, because you ain't gonna be eating.
You know society's cooked when the hill people choose to die on is a buttery crescent roll. This isn't hunger, it's hot cuisine outrage. I love how welfare went from feeding families to curating fine dining experiences. Excuse me, waiter, my free bread isn't flaky enough. Honestly, Marie Antoinette would have been proud. Let them eat croissants. Now here's a teen grabbing snacks only to be reminded the stamps got cut, so she taste tests some strawberries instead.
Grandma, I gotta have something to snack on while we grocery shopping. I know darn well you ain't eat no people strawberries. Grandma, I just had two. Strawberries back, girl. Darling. Grandma, who told me to put them back? Nah. No. I swear, you ain't coming to the store with me no more. Stupid.
That's not hunger, that's entitlement. Millions of parents budget their money so their kids can have food, but here it's just free grazing. When you depend on handouts, you start treating rules like suggestions. Maybe instead of teaching her to steal strawberries, teach her that groceries cost money. In the next clip, food stamp systems crash nationwide and suddenly grocery stores are filled with abandoned carts.
Why did the EBT just go down the shot right here? We came here to get the stuff from the Pacaleos, but as we walking down the aisle, I was on the phone with my mom, so I didn't hear. The lady said, did she say EBT down? Yo, I was asking the lady where the Pacaleo papers was. She answered my question and she just disappeared. EBT down? And y'all know they just gave the sum, but Pennsylvania is very calculated. Look at all the abandoned carts in shot right, y'all. All these abandoned carts of people that couldn't get their food. People are abandoning their carts, y'all. The lines is triple. I don't know what that's about, but it's annoying. It's there. At this point, y'all, I'm thankful to God that I have cash and I'm able to pay for my groceries, but there was people in here, y'all, that had like a whole cart full of groceries, probably just got their stamps, and y'all gonna shut it down. I don't care what nobody say. I just find it really calculated how you guys were supposed to give out the Sunbucks mid-July. It's August the 11th. School is in session. For some next week, for some the week after. In 2 more weeks, full school sessions. Y'all just giving out the summer bucks for the kids? Kids been hungry all summer and now y'all giving them out? Bye.
Abandoned carts everywhere, stacked high with chips, soda, and cookies, not a vegetable in sight. You'd think survival meant stocking up on actual food, not junk. Taxpayers are breaking their backs, so these carts can be filled with Doritos. Maybe if people worked for their own groceries, they wouldn't panic like it's the end of the world. Coming up, a woman who's never had a job in her life explains why joining the workforce is totally unfair.
The reason why I ain't got a job, because I ain't never had a job, and I don't know what it feel like to work. So How would I be able to cope with working if I ain't never had a job? How would I be able to work if I ain't never had a job? Like, I don't know how to work. I ain't never had a job in my life. So how would I work? I ain't never worked for minimum wage. So how would I work? I ain't never had a job in my life. I don't pay tax dollars, as y'all said. You know?
She really said, I can't do a job because I've never had a job. That's like saying, I can't cook dinner because I've never eaten food. Everybody starts somewhere, except her apparently. What she's really admitting is that free money feels better than an alarm clock. And that right there is why the system keeps breeding dependence instead of responsibility. Check this out. A son wants to work, but his mom says no, because his paycheck might ruin her benefits.
Getting no job. If you go get a job, they're gonna take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're gonna count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you gotta say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
Wait, Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful? I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8?
You gotta be
so
broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me? So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like, that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you
to have a house?
do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
Won't
trying
they be
to tell
like?
you
Won't
that
they
you
be?
can go get yours at ease. You can go get a
They will.
nice house.
No, they will look at that and be like, he's doing something and give me a bigger house, Ma. That's what you told me.
Where I'm gonna go?
I don't
have no job.
I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
But if you do that, you're gonna have to go the hard way. It's gonna take a long.
So what? That's what I'm
Wait
saying.
a few months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government is here to help us.
This has to be the only mother in history who sees her son's ambition as a threat. Imagine telling your own child, don't chase success, chase food stamps. It's like sabotaging your kid's parachute mid-flight because you're worried the family's freeloading tradition might die out. Some people inherit businesses, some inherit property. Here you inherit a welfare application. Another day, another food stamp live stream, this time live coverage from the food stamp office like it's CNN breaking news.
Okay, y'all. I'm at the food stamp office. I've been here for about since 12. Waiting to speak to somebody about my pandemic food stamps, the $3.91. I'm here at the food stamp office. They trying to act like they don't know shit about the food stamps. They keep trying to talk about it's the snaps. Listen, anybody know anything about the $3.91 food stamps they're supposed to be giving us for our children if they receive free lunch? Please tag me with the information because I'm here at the food stamp office. Let me show you. So you guys know I'm really down here not playing with these folks by where the fuck is my food stamps, because y'all know I don't get food stamps, so I'm trying to figure out where's my food stamps. But I'm here at the food stamp office on Florida Avenue, and they acting dumbfounded like they don't know shit.
Where the hell are you in your life that filming yourself at the food stamp office feels like content? Most people post vacations, milestones, or achievements. She's posting about waiting for free groceries. If that's the highlight reel, imagine the bloopers. At some point, maybe trade TikTok time for work time. Day 5 without stamps, and now her TikTok followers are getting extorted because apparently feeding her kids is the government's and her followers' problem.
Hey, to make a Juno, talk to me for the one time.
Day 5, no food.
Okay,
I've lost my food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost my cash benefits.
Yeah.
I've lost my
Top teeth. Ah.
Section 8 is on hold. My disability checks are on hold. I have almost 200,000 followers, and I can't get one person to send me 50 cents. One person.
Well, I don't know what you're calling me for. I don't got nothing for you but some directions to a couple corners you can stand on at.
If you don't send me something, you're going to get blocked.
I'm sorry, but what makes you think that it's the people's online responsibility to help fund your life?
Because what is the point of even having a TikTok account if your followers can't help you out during the hard times?
I think you get TikTok confused with OnlyFans, Gumdrop. Look, them is your kids, that's your life, that's your responsibilities. Ain't up to nobody else to take care of you.
It is not my responsibility to feed these kids. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to support me and my children. So until I get my food stamps back, I need everybody.
Is it only the government's and strangers' job to feed your kids while yours is just to rant into the camera? Did your TikTok followers sign a contract agreeing to fund your groceries? Because last I checked, follow doesn't mean direct deposit. Sure, helping each other is great, but would you send them money if the roles were reversed? Or is generosity just a one-way street in your world? Next, a woman wonders why people hate her for having 6 kids, 4 dads, and TikTok money while still demanding welfare.
I don't understand why I'm getting so much hate for being on welfare. Do they expect me to have 6 kids with 4 different fathers and not be on welfare?
No, I think they expect your 4 baby daddies and yourself to be responsible and take care of the 6 kids that you decided to have.
What am I supposed to do? They expect me to pay for my own daycare. They expect me to pay for my own food, my own diapers. They expect me to pay rent.
I know, it's like they almost expect you to be an adult, you know, like a parent's supposed to be to the kids that they decided to have, as opposed to relying on the government to be the substitute daddy for the 4 baby daddies that you decided to have kids with.
I have been on welfare since I was 19 years old, when I was pregnant with my first child, who is now 15.
You've been on welfare since you were 19 years old with your first child, and that child is now 15. You've been on welfare for 15 years? Be so for real.
I receive $3,300 in EBT food stamps a month, $900 in cash benefits.
How very privileged to get $3,300 a month in food stamps and $900 in cash assistance.
I also get Section 8 housing, okay? So they pay for most of my rent. I pay like $70-some.
Must be nice to have Section 8 housing that helps you out, where you only pay $75 a month for rent for you and your 6 kids, yet you still can't provide for them. What are you doing with your money?
My TikTok income should not be considered a job. That should just be extra. I can't get my whole welfare shut off because I am monetizing on TikTok.
Only in the clown world do we get someone saying, "Of course I need welfare. I have 6 kids with 4 different men," as if bad decisions magically become society's responsibility. The absurdity here isn't the kids. It's the expectation that taxpayers should bankroll them while TikTok cash is labeled fun money. She's not asking for help. She's demanding a subsidy for chaos, and then wonders why people hate. This one's rich, literally. She's cruising in a 2025 Benz while bragging about her $2,700 food stamps.
Someone literally tried to call me out because I get EBT, but I drive a 2025 Benz.
What?
It's none of your business what I drive.
You the one telling us.
And if I get EBT. Yes, I get $2,700 in food stamps.
Come again?
And I drive a 2025 Benz. Who cares?
We care. We.
And I'll be pulling out the EBT card from my Louis wallet.
Alright, now you playing with people's emotions. Like, come on now.
I'm just here living the life at your expense. Thanks, taxpayers. I just love being lazy. I love living off of others, and that's how I make my living.
Taxpayers don't want your gratitude. They want their money back. The people funding this aren't living in luxury. They're cutting corners just to make ends meet. Then they watch you boast about a 2025 Benz while still claiming thousands in aid. That's exploitation. And yes, it's absolutely the public's business because it's their hard-earned cash keeping this lifestyle afloat. Up next, a woman bragging about her luxury lifestyle, courtesy of government assistance.
The truth is, y'all hating on me because I live rent-free and I can afford the luxuries that y'all dream about for me and my kids.
I'm going to continue to buy my luxury bags while the government pay my rent. I'm going to continue to go on trips and do the things that me and my kids love to do while y'all struggle to pay for a grocery bill, and I'm swiping my EBT card.
Calling it a luxury life when it's just government checks is delusional at best. You're not wealthy, you're dependent, and mocking people for struggling while working shows you've never held responsibility in your hands. The irony is, without those same taxpayers you insult, you'd have nothing. Maybe humble yourself before the system humbles you. Now we've got someone asking the internet for help after her stamps were cut, only to be told she should find her pride first.
Yesterday, I went ahead and told them people, go ahead and come get my kid. I'm tired of doing it. They cut my food stamps off. They don't want to give me no extra cash assistance. I don't have no job. I ain't got enough for these kids. People be under my comments talking about, why you having kids if you can't take care of them? I'm making posts asking for help when I don't have the option for other means. And people like, where's your pride? Where's your pride? Why are you asking for help? Or shall I say, why are you begging? But mind you, having too much pride is why some of these kids are going without. Just look at Grip Baby. There are so many people offering this woman for help with her children until she get back on her feet because it's obvious that she's on a downward spiral. But because she's so prideful, she won't even allow people to help her in her time of need. You know why? Because of the internet, because of all the people around her that's quick to judge her and belittle her, because right now there are some things that she just can't do. She's making impulsive and irrational decisions for whatever reason. I cannot say in fact, but she's going through something. She can't admit it, but we all see it. How do you help someone that is too prideful? Are you willing to put your pride to the side to make sure that your kids have every and anything that they need? Which one is more important, your kids' needs or your pride?
So the question is, what's more important, your children or your pride? How about neither, since you've outsourced both to the government? Pride would mean standing up and earning, children would mean planning ahead before having them. Instead, you weaponize guilt to squeeze more handouts. Taxpayers, already stretched thin, are tired of the sob stories. Maybe try working instead of redefining begging as noble sacrifice. Next up, a woman who thinks working for a living is selfish compared to relying on your neighbor's fridge for moral support.
If you're teaching your children that going to work and paying taxes is more important than whether or not their neighbors survive poverty, whether or not their neighbors have their basic survival needs met, going to work and paying taxes is more important to you than other human beings, will never relate to you.
Ah yes, the new moral compass. Teaching kids that punching a clock is selfish, but living off your neighbor's paycheck is noble. Apparently, basic needs now means let everyone else cover my bills. If working hard for your own family makes you heartless, then compassion must mean freeloading in style. No wonder she can't relate to reality. Here's a hot take. Trump cutting food stamps is apparently the same as declaring war on humanity.
Uh-oh. Trump about to cut these food stamps. These folks about to lose their mind. Y'all think crime is bad now. Watch what's gonna happen when Trump cut these food stamps. And folks can't get their crab legs and their shrimp and steaks no more. And candy and all this here. And they can't sell their stamps to pay their bills. It's gonna be a problem in America. Y'all think crime been hot. Y'all think folks been jacking and robbing. It's gonna get real out here in these streets now. These folks can't get their stamp. And he intentionally doing this. They trying to have a war in America. Tell you. Watch. Folks gonna go crazy without the food stamp.
She's ranting like Trump personally came to her kitchen and snatched the ramen out of her hands. For her, food stamps are not assistance, they're a birthright. The idea that budgets change or rules shift is unthinkable. Instead of screaming at the camera, she could use that time to type up a resume. Crazy idea, I know, but resumes actually feed people. And now, meet the proud mom of 7 kids by 7 dads, bragging about her $3,000 EBT jackpot like she just won the lottery.
7 kids, 7 different baby daddies. Yeah, 7 different baby daddies. I heard it. You heard it right here. 7 different baby daddies, 7 kids. Had my first child at age 14. Yes, and I do receive $3,000 in EBT food stamps. Yes. We are so happy. We are so blessed. We are very thankful. Yes, we are happy where we're at in life right now. We are happy. Yes, we are happy. Yes. Like I said, it's gonna be haters, you know, people gonna be jealous and all that. Y'all can keep y'all little comments, but at the end of the day, my kids are taken care of. That all that matters, okay? That's it. That's all that matters. We ain't worried about y'all. Peace.
Nothing says life goals like treating your 7 kids and 7 baby daddies as a subscription service the taxpayers are forced to renew. $3,000 in stamps isn't a divine blessing, it's a collective mugging of working people. You didn't consult the public before building your personal soccer team, so why are their wallets the ones being emptied? Call it blessed if you want, but the rest of us call it theft with extra steps. Now, a Section 8 meltdown. Apparently being asked to work while your kids are in school is the end of the world.
Okay, hang on, let me get this light on. When did this go into effect? So I'm finding out that I'm at risk of losing my housing after I've been in Section 8 for almost 13 years. And what I just found out is that they're now changing the guidelines for Section 8, and anyone who has children that are under 18 years of age and they're in school, you're going to be required to work full-time while your kids are in school, or else you're going to lose your housing. And if you've been on Section 8 more than 2 years, they're only giving you 90 days. Only 90 days to find a job or figure out where you're going to live. Can you believe that? So what about us low income? What about us single moms out here with multiple kids? What are we supposed to do? We depend on these programs to raise our kids, literally.
She's outraged that Section 8 is asking her to trade Netflix time for a job. Apparently getting free rent was fine, but being asked to do literally anything in return, that's oppression. Can you believe that? She says, yeah, actually I can. It's called adulthood. Welcome, we've been here the whole time. And now, straight from Popeyes, because nothing says EBT success story like a mountain of fried chicken.
Found my EBT card, so I went to Popeyes.
Yeah, I didn't do.
It's almost poetic. Taxpayer money funneled into a Popeyes box. Call it trickle-down economics, but with grease. The idea of feeding your kids has been redefined to feeding your Instagram story. Honestly, the only thing with less shelf life than that chicken is self-control. Here's a mom with 7 kids, 7 baby daddies, and another one on the way, telling us why taxpayers owe her a living.
Yes, I have 7 kids, and I am currently pregnant right now with my 8th child. 7 baby daddies and another one. I got 8 baby daddies.
So 8 kids with 8 baby daddies. Y'all can sit there and say that she's trolling, but I see this person every day.
Yes, we're getting 3K in food stamps. Yes, we are killing it, honey. No, I'm not ashamed. I've been a mom since age 14. I got pregnant at age 14 with my first child. I've been doing this by myself and getting help.
By yourself?
From the government. Why not get help from the government? I'm a single parent. I'm a single mother out here raising these kids by myself. So yes, all of them on child support. So I'm getting all those child support checks, and I'm getting my 3K in food stamps.
See what happens when you have different.
And here we have the new math curriculum. 7 baby daddies plus 1 more on the way equals 3,000 taxpayer dollars a month. She calls it doing it by herself, which is fascinating because apparently by myself now means with the IRS as a co-parent. Truly, the state of modern independence has never been so dependent. Up next, one woman heads into the office hoping for $1,300 in stamps and comes out celebrating like she won the lottery.
So I'm on my way to eviction court. Hopefully I could get my Section 8 back, and my benefits back, my food stamps. I was getting $1,300 in food stamps for my kids. So yeah, I'm here now. About to go in the courthouse, and I'll let y'all know how things go after. So this is the procedure that you have to do when you get your benefits taken away. So I got my benefits back today, y'all. I got my Section 8 back. The only thing is they upped my rent from $24 to $38, and they decreased my food stamps to $900. Like, oh man, I got my stuff back. So thank you. So yeah, y'all, I'm so happy.
Here she goes, strutting into the office for her big payout. Moments later, she's flashing food stamps like it's prize money. Proud isn't the word, more like misplaced excitement. There's nothing wrong with needing help, but bragging about it, better to show off a new job offer than government coupon. Now here's someone canceling a vacation because the EBT stopped and asking why anyone cares how she spends it.
I had to cancel my vacation with my family because where we were going to go and vacation at, they have already stopped certain things of being able to be purchased with EBT. Well, because of this, that would mean I would have to buy the majority of my family's food out of pocket. And that would dig into my money I have for fun things. So I had no other choice but to cancel the trip. My family is so sad about this, and so am I. I don't understand why people want to control what other people buy with their EBT. Like, how is it your business what I buy with my EBT?
Crying over lost food stamps like it's some travel agency voucher is wild. And then acting like nobody should care what you buy with it? Sorry, but when the public pays, the public notices. Food stamps are meant for groceries, not vacations. If your trip depends on EBT, your priorities were never in order. Here's an EBT influencer teaching fraud tutorials until the government sent her a $35,000 bill for her masterclass in lying.
Baby, when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. Better start lying. I mean, say, ma'am, I say, yes, ma'am. She gonna say, what's your address? I say, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, 5 months. I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, ma'am. I'm starving. While I'm kicked back in a 3-bedroom and everything, living lovely. Then she gonna say, ma'am, what's your job? So I don't say, ma'am, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application and just like nothing work. Yeah, the lady was on the phone. She said, ma'am, I'm so sorry for all of this that you're going through. She said, we just shipped your card out. You should have about $1,000 on your card from last month and this month, and your balance and your payment every month is gonna be $300. That I got on TikTok telling y'all about the food stamps. Do y'all remember that time I got on here and told y'all about the food stamps? Why did they turn my food stamps off? And I gotta pay back $35,000. They turned my food stamp off and I gotta pay back $35,000. Now I'm aggravated because how y'all didn't know I was playing on here? Y'all just running with, but them really turned my goddamn food stamps off, and I have to pay them back $35,000. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get $35,000 from, but I have to pay them back. So y'all, watch what y'all put on the internet because everything is not for the internet.
First, she's out here giving a masterclass on how to lie for food stamps, and then in the next video, she's announcing she owes $35,000 because the government watched her tutorials too. And the best part? She recorded her own humiliation live on TikTok. But hey, credit where it's due, she bravely chose not to let shame be part of her brand. Over at the mall, a woman can't shop with EBT because her parents have jobs. A shocking twist. Apparently having parents who work disqualifies you from free groceries.
What did you say, Anna?
Why don't we get food stamps anymore?
Because your mom and dad works. When you working, you can't get food stamps. Did you know that, dear?
But this not $600 worth of food.
It doesn't matter.
I need more than this.
Well, you better get you a job.
I have one that still ain't doing nothing.
Wow.
Should we call her naive or a scammer? Because only in her world does I have a job mean give me free money too. By that logic, Elon Musk should be standing in line at Walmart with an EBT card. Honest, that they did it story looks about as real as reality TV. If Section 8 walked in there, they probably just took notes on the disaster you already left behind. Living off the system doesn't give you the right to destroy the place. And now you want sympathy from the very people who paid for that house? Sorry, but it looks like personal responsibility left the building before you did. Up next, another rant. This time about what life looks like after the food stamps disappear.
Oh God. Oh God, I checked my EBT card and my food stamp not on my card. Oh God, I can't buy my food. Oh God, what am I gonna do? Oh God, help me. Oh God. I can't even buy no food tonight. President Trump stopped where I can't buy no sweets for my kids. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I can't buy no sweets on my EBT card. Now I get to see you white folks repost me again about my EBT card. Who cares? I don't got no EBT card. A $0.
Here's what you do now. Step 1, stop complaining. Step 2, start applying. Step 3, learn how to budget like the rest of us who don't get freebies. Food stamps were supposed to be temporary, not permanent life support. The taxpayers' patience ran out right along with your benefits. Watch this. She's furious because she has to pay back $48,000 in benefits, but claims getting a job is simply impossible.
I just got a letter from DHS. They have cut off my food stamps, cash assistance, disability for me, all 6 of my kids, and my Section 8. What do they expect me to do? I can't go out and get a job. I have been getting welfare since I was 19 years old. Over 10 years I have been on welfare. Okay, this is not a temporary solution. It is a permanent solution. So my 2 older kids that don't live with me, I have had on my case. Their dad went behind my back and put them on his food stamp case so he could get food stamps for them since they're in his home. He has a job. I need the food stamps, not him. So now they have cut me off, and now they are forcing me to pay back over $48,000 for the last 12 months. And they are taking my taxes. So, my $40,000 tax return, I won't be receiving $1. And then I'll still owe $8,000 on top of that. Or I risk jail time. Where do they think I'm gonna come up with that? How am I supposed to live now?
Since 19, you've lived off the charity of others, and instead of shame, you're broadcasting it like a badge of honor. Sympathy doesn't grow where responsibility has never been planted. Most people can't relate because they work, sacrifice, and pay into the system you've been draining. If 48K shocks you now, wait until court hands you a bill with bars attached. Don't worry, prison still comes with free meals. Next clip, this woman warns that cutting food stamps will send crime through the roof. Gotham, beware.
Let me tell all of y'all that's so happy that they taking away Section 8, and everybody in the world that's so happy that they taking away food stamps. It's cool if y'all feel like people been abusing them. It's cool. Do what you feel how you want to feel. But let me tell you from the other side of the tracks, crime rate going up. Yeah, people going to jail, but crime rate is going to an all-time high. I'm telling you. The girls I know and where I'm from and the people that I grew up with, they not letting their kids be hungry up under no circumstances.
She basically said, keep swiping that EBT card or I'm swiping your car stereo. But here's the twist. Millions of hardworking people survive without stealing when their paycheck runs short. If the only thing keeping you from crime is frozen pizza paid for by taxpayers, maybe it's not the program that needs reforming. Here's a wild one. She tried to buy hair with EBT, got denied, then swiped it on her way out. Self-care, on credit.
Alright, so it's going to be $400 even. Card or cash?
EBT.
You said EBT?
EBT.
We don't take EBT here. It's not a store.
Bro. They take EBT everywhere else. Come on now.
Yeah, but this is hair, not food.
Scamming her.
No, we're not scamming. Yo, you could try it. Yo, it's not.
So now I'm gonna use this everywhere else, but I can't use it here.
Because yo, it's not a food store. Like you can only use you can only buy food with.
Bro, this is rashes.
Okay, yeah, but this is the hair store side. It's not food. You can't.
Do I need SNAP in here?
I mean, yo, you can do whatever, yo, but like we can't take EBT.
Yeah, bro, I'm stressed out. You either gonna take the card or what? Like,
sorry, I can't do it, yo.
I'm taking these braids out tonight. I need my bundles done tonight.
I mean, I could try to hook you up, but we can't take EBT, yo.
All right, bro. All right.
Hey, yo, come back, yo.
She tried to swipe her EBT card for hair extensions like it was Sephora points. When that failed, she just helped herself on the way out. It's like watching Robin Hood if Robin Hood was stealing bundles for himself instead of bread for the poor. Who needs dignity when you can snatch and run like it's a buy one get one free special? Next up, a woman serving facts about why so many EBT recipients are obese. Junk food, couches, repeat.
Y'all been saying in my comments all week, every single one of these people, they gotta look, right? Why do they all look like that? Well, it turns out they make a study for everything, I guess. According to a study that was done by the Cato Institute, citing a USDA findings, 52% of SNAP women, so women who receive SNAP benefits, are obese, versus the 40% of just the low income, but women that do not get SNAP. Half of the women that receive SNAP benefits in the United States are medically labeled obese. The low income non-SNAP women are the women who make a salary that would qualify for SNAP benefits, but they don't actually claim it, and that is only 40%. These were done in ages 19 to 59. Figures come from an authoritative USDA ERS research in 2021 with independent confirmation by the Cato Institute. The over 50% metric specifically applies to adult women on SNAP, not the broader adult population or male participants, but I do have the male one because they did a similar study to the men. Cato Institute study that they did, only 37% of men who claimed SNAP benefits were obese. The low income men were 32%, so those men who would qualify for SNAP but don't actually get it. Begs the question, how many people that use their SNAP benefits to buy their junk food are also on Medicaid? Nearly all of them, 30 million of the 38.3 million SNAP recipients are also covered by Medicaid. Comes to about 78%. Alright, it's just a vicious cycle. You get on the government, you buy all the junk, you get yourself fat, you get yourself unhealthy, you gotta go on government assisted insurance, and the next month you go and buy more and you get fatter, and then you gotta stay on government assisted insurance, and you get mad at us when we call you out for coming on TikTok and blasting your hauls all over thinking it's some kind of flex. Well, you're literally eating yourself to death on taxpayer dime. I mean, I guess now we all know. I just gotta study for everything.
She's right. The system feeds laziness and junk food habits, and here's the kicker. It's an endless pit. Our tax money just keeps going in, while they stay home, skip the gym, and never learn what real work feels like. Next up, a mom of 9 goes viral showing off her benefits haul and loses it all in the process.
Girl, it's your girl Quay, and yeah, let's cook these pieces, bro. We're gonna put some buttermilk waffles, some French toast sticks, blueberry waffles, and I'm gonna do some Rogerwood sausages.
Do you guys remember that mother with 9 children and triplets who was bragging about thousands of dollars she was spending with her EBT? Well, guess what?
So yeah, y'all, gently put me. I'm going to sing. Walmart, Piggly Wiggly. Basically everywhere, honestly. Kroger's.
Her food stamps have been cut, and now she's going to starve. Or she could get a job.
Imagine raising 9 children, not planning for them, and then turning your food stamp benefits into a TikTok unboxing. That's not inspiration, that's irresponsibility broadcasted. The fact that you lost it all just proves karma works faster on Wi-Fi. Maybe worry less about going viral and more about getting stable. Here's a look at what happens when $1,200 hits that EBT account. Spoiler, the kitchen counter disappears under grocery. Nothing screams fiscal responsibility like turning taxpayer money into a supermarket Black Friday event. It's less feeding a family and more auditioning for hoarders. The counter isn't even visible anymore, buried under a food pyramid funded by strangers. What a flex, luxury groceries with 0 receipts attached. Truly, welfare has become the new lottery. Coming up, one woman vows to stream her food stamp shopping just to rub it in, especially for the white folks.
And then let me tell y'all this, when I do get some food stamps, I promise I'm gonna make sure I broadcast it all over Instagram, and y'all gonna be the first one, especially you nosy ass white people.
This isn't rebellion, it's entitlement dressed up as activism. If your entire gotcha moment is showing strangers what other people's tax dollars bought you, maybe the joke isn't on them. There's a difference between pride and parody, and this crosses straight into parody. Congratulations, you're fighting systemic injustice with government cheese. Get ready for an EBT shopping vlog. Yes, she literally turns her government card into a fashion accessory.
Come to the store with me to get whatever the hell I want with my EBT, with my
EBT. Okay. Just have to make that clear for y'all real fast. Okay. Can I have 2 hot sausage? Is that okay? Can I have 2 hot sausage? Hot sausage? Yes, please. Sure. What? 2. Yes. Thank you. Do you also have rolls? Do you have rolls? Can I have 2? Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, this is new. I'm gonna put this for Sean. I'm gonna pick Thank you. I got it. Thank you. This for me. This for Sean. I'm gonna get me and Sean a snack. This will be for me. And this. And then Sean will get packaging muffin and this.
Imagine bragging about a debit card that isn't even yours. Sis is out here treating her EBT like it's a Birkin bag, except the bag belongs to the government and smells like stale bread. My EBT, she says, like she manifested it with crystals. Nah, girl, you didn't manifest it, taxpayers did. Manifest a job application next time. Up next, an aspiring philosopher who believes pretty women shouldn't work, just sip lattes and journal their way into financial freedom.
Attractive women like me should not have to work. I should be at home sipping iced coffee and journaling, but instead, I'm sitting in a parking lot waiting for my shift to start at a Ross. This is disgusting.
First of all, you're not attractive, and even if you were, what do taxpayers have to do with your beauty? Being cute doesn't entitle you to a lifetime supply of free groceries. Pretty privilege isn't supposed to be a government program. Sip your coffee after work like the rest of us because Starbucks doesn't accept selfies as payment. Here's a masterclass in irony, teaching independence while fully dependent on government assistance.
Stop doing in the black community. So I noticed that they taking away Section 8 and they trying to take away food stamps and they trying to take away a lot of government programs, and a lot of women feeling some type of way. And it's like, now y'all gonna see how hard it is to really make it out here with nobody. A lot of y'all be teaching y'all kids, oh, you get it out the mud. Oh, you don't need nobody. Oh, you don't need no man. Oh.
Here's the truth. Plenty of women have built businesses from scratch without a man, without handouts, just grit. The reality is no one can walk your journey for you. Instead of looking around for help, maybe start looking in the mirror and work harder. Now we've got a woman who refuses to go to work, and living off welfare pays better than actually working.
I have never had a job. I refuse to have a job. I make more getting welfare with you going to work every day than I would if I got a job.
Do you know how mean-spirited you look saying that out loud? You can't build a leeching model where your income depends on draining hardworking taxpayers. Flexing that welfare pays more than working isn't clever, it's parasitic. If your biggest achievement is outsmarting responsibility, that's not success, it's a scam. Meanwhile, one Mercedes-driving queen brags that EBT stamps fund her luxury lifestyle because hard work is overrated.
I drive a 2025 Mercedes-Benz and I receive food stamps. I'm able to afford this lifestyle because I don't want to work. I don't want to get a job. So please stop telling me that I need to work.
Picture a world where you don't have to work? Oh wait, that's called scamming taxpayers. She's bragging about driving a Mercedes while flashing an EBT card like taxpayers are her personal sponsors. That's not a lifestyle, that's fraud with leather seats. If laziness were a hustle, she'd be a billionaire. Here's someone who says Trump better sit down and shut up because her Pepsi and snack supply is on the line.
When I get my food stamps, I buy food with my food stamps. I like to buy Pepsi because that's what I drink.
Pepsi. I buy 2-liter Pepsis every time I go to the market. And I like snacks. I like to snack. The kids like to snack. So who is you to tell us that we can't buy Pepsis and sodas with our stamps? We should be able to get what the hell we want to get with our food stamps.
She's furious at Trump because her biggest concern isn't politics, it's Pepsi. Look, nobody minds if you guzzle soda like water, even 10 cans a day. But at least use your own wallet. Taxpayers shouldn't be stuck footing the bill for your sugar high. Now meet the entrepreneur selling a $27 course on how to commit fraud. Totally not a crime, she swears.
If y'all mad at me because I finessed y'all out of $27 to get into a group where you learning everything but what the topic said, that's on me. I'm gonna eat that. Okay, whatever. Y'all the gullible ones, though. Clearly, there was enough people who paid me to where I made $7,000 after that video to get in because they wanted to learn how to steal somebody. Come on. But then you got in and you didn't learn it. But let's really address the fact. Y'all mad at me for saying this. All these people, which is nothing but black people, spent their money to motherfucking get into the group. But y'all don't go, oh, we promoting half offs. If you need your rent paid, hit me up. It's half off. Pay me half and I'll pay the full thing. You need a bill paid, it's half. All this is going on daily, but y'all get mad at me because I decide to use a bait and switch method to get y'all to give me some money. That don't even make sense. That means everybody, I don't give a about y'all saying it because y'all know me. I love to, like, I'm her at the end of the day. I'm a trend whenever I want to trend. And clearly I'm trending. I wasn't even trying to, whatever. No, nobody can get in trouble for learning how to do some. The trouble comes when the crime is committed. They can't charge me with a crime for teaching you how to do half-offs, for showing you how to cash out your firm. They can't. I can't get charged with that. I'm not committing a crime. All I'm doing is further passing on information.
You can't hide behind the excuse of, I'm just teaching, not doing. That's the same logic drug dealers use when they say they're only supplying demand. Fraud is fraud, whether you're committing it or coaching others on how to do it. The fact that you thought to package and sell it means you have some hustle in you. So why not use that drive to sell something legal instead of training people to steal from taxpayers? Up next, here's someone turning her EBT grocery haul into a flex session.
And they done gave the wrong money on my mama. I'm gonna show you how to do it, ho.
Showing off groceries you didn't earn is not the accomplishment you think it is. It's easy to fill your fridge when someone else foots the bill. The sad part is, hardworking families can't even buy that much food without budgeting. But hey, clout must come first, right? Please get a job and eat less. It will do good for you and the taxpayers too. Now we've got a proud mom of 7 bragging about her $3,000 in stamps and housing perks while flashing her snacks.
Hey, y'all just mad because I can get 3 canned food stamps. So what? I get all kinds of snacks while I'm sitting here chilling or whatever, paying no bills. No bills. I'm on government assistance. My son back there with his snacks. Government assistance, 3 canned food.
So she thinks it's funny to brag about 7 kids, $3,000 in food stamps, and free housing. Meanwhile, people with real jobs can barely keep 2 kids fed without going broke. Did you ever stop to think about how you'd provide for them before giving birth? Or was the government your plan A all along? Either way, flexing snacks paid for by others just proves the point. You need less pride and more responsibility. Here's a liberal queen calling for everyone to quit their jobs and strike against Trump because billionaires could fix everything if they just stopped counting their money.
It's gonna take us stopping work, okay? Do you guys get that? Like, we have to strike. We have to stop paying our bills. We have to stop living this insanity. I'm not okay. None of us are okay. And I would just like to end this video by reminding you that every single problem that we are facing in the United States of America and in the rest of the world could be solved by billionaires. They could solve every problem that drives people like me insane. They could solve homelessness. They could solve hunger. They could solve universal health care. They could solve feeding lunch to kids at school, but they don't. Because all they understand is a dollar sign.
Wake up!
So you want billionaires to fix hunger, housing, and every global crisis, but your personal contribution is walking off your job. Interesting strategy. Nothing says fight the system like demanding others save the world while you clock out early. Finally, we've got a woman proudly declaring she'll never pay back her student loans, even if she had the money. She swears she doesn't.
Oh, and another thing, you can tell FAFSA to go on right to hell, and I'll meet them there. I'm not giving y'all a goddamn cent of my money, okay? Money that I don't have, by the way. But even if I did have the money to pay for it, you're still not getting. Y'all the one that forced us to go in the first place, telling us that if we didn't go to college, we weren't gonna amount to nothing. And, you know, going to college is better than having a trade. And, you know, if you want to have this amount of money, then you need to. All lies, all lies. Most of us are unemployed. Most of us are working in fields that have nothing to do with our degree. And you want my money. You can take that up with whoever you need to take it up with. Take it up with Jesus. I already paid it all. That's what they've been telling me. They say he paid it all and I'm gonna let him pay it. So.
That's not some bold anti-establishment stance. That's just announcing to the world I don't believe in responsibility. You can't whine about being broke forever and then admit you wouldn't even do the bare minimum if life handed you a second chance. At that point, you're not a victim of the system, you're just the problem. And that's today's dose of welfare wisdom. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more madness.